offense hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Darnold. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Darnold. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Darnold on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Here's Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets are able to add on to their first half lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Rodgers will throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
As we prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Darnold. He sets up the screen to Jones. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A first down throw, Darnold.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Off of play action, Darnold.
Open man is Naylor. He's got it.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Darnold now to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Justin Jefferson from 17 yards out. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Vikings pick up the football. He's on his way. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Hall has it knocked loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So potentially a turning point here in the 3rd quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines. Tackle him. 2nd guy in. Tackle the ball.
12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings. Faking the give, Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. From the 23, here's 2nd and 5. Up the middle, Jones. And he's going to get this down close to a 1st at about the Jets' 18-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Darnold. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Darnold from the gun. This one swung out here to Jones. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Jones. He is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
68 yards receiving now for him in the game. Had a first down on that last catch as well. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Rodgers to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Rodgers. That's to the sideline and pulled in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
To throw is Rodgers. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run with Hall. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Hall. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was